power plant. So let's see about the first. If you click on the today's water level, today is 21st of July. So we will get a data like how much amount of water is coming from different sources, that is from rain or from or other natural resources. Then what is the water level in that particular dam of the power station in terms of meters. Then about the spilling status. Then number of gates, which gate is open, which gate is closed. So if you take into the consideration first row, so first, second, third and fourth gates are closed, and fifth gate is partially open, and sixth is the closed one. In the remark, we can see that 3 units are running, means out of the available units in this particular power plant, 3 units are generating the electricity with the help of water. So likewise, many or much more data is available in different websites of different organizations. So whenever, as I requested in the last lecture also, so whenever you will get free time, just go through these kind of details, by which it will be very convenient you to learn the details which are there on the different websites of Government of India. Let's see one more hydropower station, that is Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited. So in short, it is SJVN. So it is also dealing with thermal, hydro, wind, as well as solar, and also dealing in the power transmission also. Let's check the thermal power. Okay, so we'll not go into much details of this because might be the page is under the construction. So this is hydro, this is wind, and further we have seen the solar, and they're also working in the power transmission as well. Let us see Tehri Hydro Development Corporation. So this is a sort of view of Tehri Dam. This is almost one of the largest dam in India. This is the wall of the dam. As I said, natural resources are being utilized fully to select the site for the hydropower station. This is the dam site. From this picture or image, you can see how much big is the power plant. Let's see the hydro which are coming under this. So operational stages are Tehri Dam and HVP, then Kodeshwar Hydropower Project, and Dukwan SHP Hydropower Project. So these are projects which are in operation, which are supplying electricity to the power grid of India. And different projects are under the preparation or investigation or under the survey. These are being listed over here. Going back, okay, here you can see, I hope everyone can able to read spillway. So this is what the spillway or spill gets. So whenever there is necessary to release the water, either the water which is excessive or water for some agricultural or drinking water purpose. So that will be taken out from these spillways. So most of the time it is working as a safety for the dam. So whenever there is excess amount of water inside the dam, if we release that water through spillways, it will protect the dam wall. This is also one of the organization which is related with the power ministry. It is the Power Grid. And one more is the Power System Corporation Limited. So this will be a coordinating organization amongst all the regional load dispatch centers. I hope some of you may understand or may know about the functions of grid and regional grids. So in India, if you Google it, you will get the map of the regional grids. Yeah. So these are what the India is divided into 5 regions. The northern region, western region, southern region, eastern and northeastern region. So the national grid or the Power Grid Corporation as well as Power System Corporation Limited, POSCO, they will coordinate amongst all these regional load dispatch centers. So they will coordinate the generation and the load which we have in the country. If there is a demand or the excessive generation, accordingly wherever is the demand, they will supply that much amount of power to that particular region. I will just check one possibility whether we can go through that link or not. So in the last lecture also, we are unable to open the link which is coming as a Vidyut Pravaha. Let's hope that it will get open in this lecture. So as we're discussing about the National Load Dispatch Center, which is a coordinating organization amongst all regional load dispatch center. If you see the tabs which are available in this website, so here are the regional load dispatch centers, RLDCS in short it has been called. So NRLDCS, WRLDCS, SRLDCS, NERLDCS and ERLDCS. So let's check one. Okay. So on the continuous basis, the power has been exchanged within different regional load dispatch center on the continuous basis as per the requirement of load and the demand of a particular region. Okay, this is the website of NRLDC, that is Northern Region Load Dispatch Center. Let's check if we get any data from this. Okay, let's not go into the much details of this. We'll see somewhere in some lectures. Okay. Yeah, we are unable to open this Vidyut Pravaha. The Vidyut Pravaha is one of the portal of which is coming under the Ministry of Power. Here actually we will get the real-time data or real-time cost for the exchange of electrical power among the different load dispatch center or different regions which we have in the India. So this is the power grid. In power grid also you may have a sort of career after your graduation. So they are recruiting based on gate score, and even they're having packages more than 12 lakhs. So this is very I can say a sort of dream company for the most of the students, that almost more than 12 lakhs means more than 1 lakh per month you will get a salary. And if you are getting this much amount of salary in the initial stage of your career, it will be very beneficial for you. So let's check this option also to select your career. So this is about the power grid. You can go through the details of this power grid afterwards. The ministry or the organization which is relating with the finance, which is Power Finance Corporation Limited. So all the financial related activity is been managed or has been looked out through this particular organization, Power Finance Corporation Limited. Even this is a listed company in the share market also. So as far as course is concerned, we will not get much from this particular organization. But just for the sake of information, I'm just showing all these things to you. Even in every website, you might get a related link or useful link. So I request everyone just go through that because this is much beneficial for you. Because once you click on the related link or useful links, you may get directed or you may get some other information which is related to the thing which we are discussing right now. This is about Power Finance Corporation. Then Power Grid, which already we have seen. About the National Load Dispatch Center. So this is coming under a sort of coordination amongst different generating station as well as different loads in India. Just for your sake of information, in Maharashtra, we're having Western Regional Load Dispatch Center in Kalwa, Navi Mumbai. From that particular load dispatch center, the load and the power generation is being managed. So what LDCs are having functions here might be, you can see, okay, vision, mission and values. So what they're doing, as I said, whatever amount of demand is at a particular instant, they're trying to match that demand with the help of the existing generation. If excessive generation is required, they will coordinate with power stations across the India, and accordingly, in a particular movement, they are going to coordinate amongst or in between the power generation as well as the load onto the power system. Okay. Then the useful sort of organization might be, many of you are thinking your career in power sector. So for them, this is most beneficial. Central Power Research Institute, CPRI. Near to us, we have this in the Bangalore. So what they do is most of the testing facilities are available with the Central Power Research Institute. So for the commercial installations and applications, they will need certification from this particular organization, Central Power Research Institute. And many things are going on in this particular organization in terms of research and the development in the power sector. So this is most important organization from research and development point of view. This is about CPRI. Okay, might be it is taking time to get it open. Okay. So what CPRI is doing is research and development, evaluation and testing, Even they're providing some sort of consultancy services, quality certification, and they're having their own network. So the Central Power Research Institute is the powerhouse of Indian electrical industry. Set up in 1960s by the government of India, it functions as a center for applied research in electrical power engineering, assisting the electrical industry in product development and quality assurance. So I'm not going to go into much details of the CPRI. So just go through whenever you will get time through the website by which you will get the information. Even might be on this website also, we will get a link for as a useful link. Yeah, it is here actually, which is given as a power link. Even you may find about the career option from all these organizations. If I click on this, if they're having some positions which are vacant, or if they have some vacancies, so on this particular tab, you will get it, the detailed information about the CPRI careers and opportunities. Even in every organization, you will get such kind of things. Maybe, yeah, this is National Load Dispatch Center. This is power system operations. So if you click on this careers, yeah, opening and recruitments. So here you can try it or find out the details or the factors which are required for the recruitment in these particular organization. So might be many things are given. Yeah, current openings. So different post is having different criterias or different selection criterias. So if you are selecting one of the PSU as your dream company, while getting marks in the exams, parallelly it needs you to know about what selection criteria they are adopting to get it recruit, by which whenever you will apply it for the post, that will be very easy for you and to get it through the recruitment process. Okay. Then about, yeah, this Bureau of Energy Efficiency. So even with this, you might get option to groom your career in the field of energy auditor and energy manager. So Bureau of Energy Efficiency is conducting exams for energy manager as well as energy like auditor. So from different schedules, they're conducting the exams related to energy manager as well as for energy auditor. So yeah, for your betterment as well as for your future, you will get most of the things. If you click on the careers, you will get those options. So what BEE is having, that is Bureau of Energy Efficiency, they're having different flagship programs. So even energy conservation and building code. So nowadays, the emerging area in the field of energy conservation is energy conservation and building code. You will get the details of this particular program through this link. Then we're having star labeling or star standards. So even someone which is non-technical person or someone who is a non-electrical engineer may ask you how star of a particular equipment has been calculated. So if you go through the details of this particular web link, you can able to calculate how stars of electrical equipment, depending on their quality and standards, has been calculated. Then the energy efficiency in the large industries. Nowadays, government is planning like a financial audit by the CA. They're planning energy audit by the energy auditors or managers. So now might be in the coming future, we will come to know the details of that. But you may can select the this option as an energy auditor or manager for your career. Then energy efficiency for small and medium industries, and energy efficiencies in states. And in the state, we're having one organization. I'll just show you. That is this is MEDA, maybe called as MahaUrja, Maharashtra Energy Development Agency. This agency is governed by the state government and which is linked with the Ministry of Power, or you can say Bureau of Energy Efficiency, as well as some other organizations governed by the central government of India. Okay, so this is all about from me. If you have any question, please post it either in the chat box or you can unmute your mic and you can ask the questions. Let's see. Okay, there are many new electricity generation system rather than traditional one. Yes, Vivek is asking this question. So other than the conventional energy sources, I would like to tell you that we are having many renewable energy sources which are coming nowadays, and government, even not only of India, even the governments of almost all the countries, they are paying their attention towards the non-renewable energy sources. So under this particular category, the source like magneto-hydrodynamic generation or the generator, then tidal power, then the energy from the biomass will be also coming under this. And other than this, much more research and developments are going on in the field of electrical power generation, by which we will get the electricity. Only the things which we have to see is the reliability of reliability of that particular power plant from which we are getting the power generation. Is anyone having any question? Please unmute your mic or post your question in the chat box by which we can discuss. Is anyone is having question? Okay, as far as curriculum is concerned, almost on the first unit, I have posted almost all the videos. So for more details and updates in the power plant engineering course, please subscribe my channel.